So the continuation of the main ideas, this is a theory of how children learn. It is first stated that children learn through our interactions and communications with others. He suggested that learning takes place through the interactions that students have with their peers, teachers, and other experts. He also suggested that language is the most important tool for gaining knowledge. So Vygotsky has helped teachers to see that children not only learn by doing, but they also learn by interacting with their peers, their classmates, or they keep on making them do a task until they learn how to do it themselves. So teachers can provide many opportunities for children so that they can help one another or work together in some kind of project or in a separate group or anything like that. Like, for example, for working with puzzles, it takes a while to look for pieces on a puzzle, but when it comes to interacting with their classmates, trying to look for the similar piece of a puzzle, they can work together to make the puzzle complete. So part of the cultural influences, Vygotsky argues that culture is the primary determining factor for knowledge construction. We learn the culture by interacting with others, by following the rules, skills, and abilities shaped by our culture. When adults interact with children, they attach to objects, events, and experiences. For example, there's his father. He's reading a book to his daughter, and this book is about transportation. So this book describes different modes of transportation we use in our society, such as cars, buses, trains, and so on. So by presenting these concepts, the book shows the little girl how our society classifies modes of transportation. So another category of the role of the child in social activities. So as the child develops, they slowly grasp the concept that they use the social settings and begin to use it themselves. So in the previous example that I used, which is also a social activity, which is the father reading the book to his daughter, it's transforming the way the child perceives modes of transportation. She will begin to classify these items herself when she sees cars, buses, trains, and so many other modes of transportation in her real life settings. His criticisms. Has the role of language in thinking been overemphasized, such as verbal interactions? They are not only means through which children learn, but what about the children who are deaf? Is there too much emphasis in the social aspect of learning? Vygotsky did not specify how he would apply his theory in the classroom. Can facilitators be too helpful in some cases? For example, like a parent becomes too overbearing and controlling. There's a vagueness around the concept of ZPD. Children learn misuseful information. His work was written in Russian, so that's a big problem. Due to his early death, a lot of his work was left to researchers and some of his students to interpret. Thank you, class. Now it's Adriana's turn to talk about the influence on the EC classrooms. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend.